Hey YouTube, everybody listening and watching. My name is Nisha, so I'm just here to give a update of my hysteroscopy that I had almost going on 2 weeks now. So, and the reason why I probably look like I'm not looking at the camera is because my camera, I don't know. Anyways, so I was originally supposed to have my surgery September. When I went to have the procedure, my blood pressure was too high, so they rescheduled it. The doctor told me for like a long time, like I had a cyst, and over time it would rupture on its own. And I had like irregular periods. Um, they lasted longer than they were supposed to. I was having like a lot of bleeding. Always trying to figure out like what was going on. Like, why was I bleeding longer than a week, 5 to 7 days? I just knew something was wrong. And finally they did an ultrasound, and when I seen the results, I have Kaiser, so on kb.org I didn't get a call, but I saw the results, and it was saying that it was a mass in my uterus, and it said like the how big it looked. So mass is like not good, so that kind of scared me. So then I called and I emailed my doctor like, hey, I see something saying about a mass, like what's going on. So they called me and they were like, well, we don't exactly know, but it looked like it could be a fibroid or a polyp. And they told me that they could test it, or that they can test it, or that they can remove it. I said, well, just remove it. I said, y'all can still test it, but what's the point of it being there if y'all testing to find out? They was like, yeah, we want to see if it's cancerous or not. So of course that scared me too. So I cried, of course. I was like, I didn't know what was going on. So they scheduled me for September. So like I'm the one that made the decision, like, yeah, just take it out. So September come, blood pressure too high, they rescheduled. So now we are in December, and I had my surgery like a week ago. So when I went, I think I went like the 6th or something, or November. I don't remember the actual day, but whatever. So the day before, I was just watching a lot of videos like the one I'm doing right now. And I was just preparing myself, and I was just seeing it. So of course I was kind of nervous. And then of course when I was at the doctor also, she asked me, she was like, do you have anxiety? Are you like scared? Would you be scared? And I said, yeah, I'm probably gonna need something for anxiety. So they gave me what was called a oxypram, one pill. It's a controlled substance, so it's supposed to relax you. So they told me to take that an hour before the procedure, and then I also found out I wasn't going to sleep. So that right there kind of scared me the most, because I'm like, I'm gonna be up while they're doing the procedure. Like, I didn't want to be up. So I woke up, my appointment was at 10:45. They said eat a light breakfast, so I had oatmeal the morning of my surgery. And then go to the doctor. You have to have somebody take you, because the medicine that they have you on, you can't drive. So of course, my mom and my boyfriend took me to the hospital, and they took me back. They did my weight, did my blood pressure. It was fine. And then I was kind of scared, because they started telling me about needles. So I'm scared of needles. So the first shot they gave me was like above my butt, like I would say like right here, like above my butt or in my butt. It was like close to it, and it like stung. And she was like, that's for pain before you go to the procedure room. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So it was stinging. I'm like, okay. So I sat there, and then they took me to the procedure room. Finally, they prepared me, told me to take off my bottoms. And I went to the procedure room. I saw the cameras. I saw the bed and everything. And then there the anxiety goes kicking in. um, and then just knowing that they told me they were going to give me 4 vaginal shots kind of scared me even more. Like, and I think just knowing, like, maybe if I didn't know I was getting shots in my vagina, then I probably wouldn't have been tensed up so much. But just the fact that I knew, and then I just had a shot that stung me, like right here, I was like, not really wanting no other shots. So they were just like, relax your like legs, like take a deep breath, just relax or whatever. So then there were the doctors there. It was 3 of them in there. It was 3. It was 2 ladies, and then it was the doctor that was doing my procedure. And they'll say they were like, "You have any sisters and brothers?" And they was asking me so many questions, trying to make me comfortable and stuff. And then they would let me hold their hands, so I'm like squeezing their hands, and then like tears running down my eyes, and I'm like, "Bruh, I know she's giving me shots." So, but I felt it. It wasn't like really bad, but I just knew she was giving me shots, so I think that's what made it worse. So, of course, so needed to. I feel like that was the worst part of the surgery. Like, was just knowing I was getting shots. Other than that, it wasn't that bad. So fast forward to the actual procedure, I did not get put to sleep. They had to screen, and she was like, "Do you want to look?" And I was like, "Not really." And she was just like, "It's in your body. Like, you sure you don't want to see like what we're doing and what we're removing?" She was like, "Just take a look." And I'm like, so I looked at the screen, and then I saw this big old, like, it looked like a bubble, like a big, like a tumor, like not like a tumor, like a just something, like that's just in there, that's pink, that's red, that's kind of big. So I was like, whoa, that's what it was. And she was like, yeah. She was like, so like I said, they told me it could be a fibroid or a polyp. And so they were kind of saying it was a polyp, but I guess they didn't know for sure until they were doing a procedure. So when they did my procedure, and she told me, she was like, well, I'm gonna try to suck it off right now and cut it off. She said, but if it does not just fall off, and if it doesn't just like come off, she was like, then it's gonna be it's a fibroid, because fibroids are harder and they don't just come off like that. I'm like, okay. So but then when she sucked it off and she like cut it, and I'm literally looking at the screen, it came out. She's like, oh, it's gone. And I'm like, and she was like, that's it. And I'm like, that's it. Hold on one second, y'all. So, um, yeah, so I was like, that's it. And then she took everything, the camera out. So mind you, it's a camera that goes inside of you, and it guides them to where to go and where to see exactly where the polyp is or whatever they're trying to remove. And so they were done. They did not let me walk. They brought a wheelchair, sat me down in there, gave me like a pad to put on because I was spotting and bleeding. So when I was like, when I left, it was like kind of like more spotting. Um, I went down to the car, and they had to make sure that my mom was there because they didn't let me leave without me having somebody to drive me. So she pulled to the front with me sitting in the wheelchair. They stayed out there till she pulled up, made sure I got in the car safely, told me to take it easy for that day. I went home, so when I walked, like, it wasn't really that bad, you know. And then yeah, so the update is basically, I did spot, then I thought it stopped, so then I tried to like lay down, but then like the next morning when I woke up, I kind of like seen blood. So like I say, the first couple of days I seen like more like real spotting and bleed, like not really just spotting, I really saw bleeding, but that means it was coming out. And then they gave me Motrin and ibuprofen. um I didn't use it actually. They told me it was for pain. They told me, that I'm cramping and this and that, and if I'm in pain, like, to take it. So it was shocking because when I got home, I ate some chicken noodle soup and I slept, and I was cool for the day. And I was, oh, no, actually, scratch that. When we left the hospital, I went to Jim Boy's to get a taco. I wanted a taco. Then when I got home and I was still hungry, then I ate chicken noodle soup. And it digested fine. Sorry. And Yeah, um so the first couple of days I didn't feel no pain or I didn't feel no cramping or nothing. It's weird because now, like now that we're into like day 6, I would say, or like the more like I'm walking, like if I go to the store or like the more that I'm active, I feel like I can feel like, okay, like you just had like a procedure. Like it's not bad, it's not nothing like that, but now I'm kind of feeling like little minor cramps. But it's not bad enough for me to take no pill, like take no pain pills. Like when you're ovulating, if you ever ovulated before and you feel like a little minor, like small cramps, like or but right before your period start, your body letting you know like, okay, your period's finna start. So them little cramps, that's really all you feel, and it's not bad. It was not intense. But yesterday and today that I woke up, I have been having like pains in like my lower back. I don't know where that's from, but I have been feeling like a little pains, and I'm like, well, I know I just had surgery, so I'm like, is that what it is? But it's not really bad as I thought it was. Um, I know people watch these kind of videos because they want to know like what to expect. A lot of people that I watched on YouTube that had the procedure, they literally went got put to sleep, and then I did see a couple where they were up too, and one of the people that was up, um, they give you a P test before because they want to see if you're pregnant or not. And then the first time I went to do the procedure and it didn't work out, the doctor was like, "You want to get ready to have a healthy baby?" And I was like, "Yeah, like And then this time, she after I had the procedure, she called me and checked up on me. She asked how I've been doing. I told her I wasn't in pain. She said that's great news. And then she was like, basically, once I heal, to to try for a baby, and if they don't, then if I don't get pregnant, then they'll refer me to a fertility clinic. So that is my update. I am glad that after all this time of me trying to figure out like what was wrong or what was blocking my uterus, I finally found it. Um, if I had to do it again, I would, because it was not really painful. The needles, like I said, was the most painful part. Um, it's just, if you have anxiety, just relax. Don't overthink it. That's all I would say. That's my only advice to anybody that has to go through like a procedure like that, or like anything else that people might have to go through. It's more of a mind thing. It's just more of the fact knowing like, oh my god, they're gonna cut on me. Oh my god, I'm getting shots. Oh my god, this happening. That's where the that's where it gets more intense. And so if you just relax, just get it over, just know that it's not gonna be all day. It's not gonna take forever. It's a quick procedure, less than 30 minutes to be exact. It's way less than 30 minutes. It's real quick. I only had one, so that's probably why it was quicker, because I have seen like pictures on Google where it's like a lot of them and stuff, and sometimes they don't remove them all or whatever. So I only had one, and it literally was blocking the entrance. And so when I was done, she showed me the picture. She showed me how big it was, and she showed me the view or the opening of my uterus without that there. Um, So I'm taking it a day at a time. Um, I'm still kind of spotting. It's not like blood. It's not like a period, but I'm still kind of spotting a little bit. It's like seem like it's slowing down. It's like pinkish, like so it's scatty. Now it's like slowing down. It's not like gushing out nothing or nothing, no, nothing like that. So that's really good. So I guess my procedure did go good. Now I'm just trying to focus on eating right. Vegetables, drinking herbal teas, trying to cut out red meats, because they say meats causes it. So I'm just slowly but surely trying to cut down. Like, it's hard to just go cutthroat, because I do like seafood, and sometimes I crave like nachos, or sometimes I might want a steak, but not every day. So you know um just your eating habits, it can be hereditary. It's just all type of different things. um I was treated so good when I had the procedure. They were talking to me. They were keeping me calm and giving me conversation. And like I said, let me squeeze their hand. So I really appreciated that. Is there anything else that I want to say before I get off? Um, no, I think that's it. Um, yeah, I think that's it. I just wanted to give another video because I know, like I said, I do this when I want to know something or if I'm preparing for something. I like to search the videos up to to really know. The pill, I took it twice because I cut the oxypram because the first time, I never had that in my system before, so it made me feel even more drowsy. But the second time, because I took it back in September, it calmed me down a little bit, but it wasn't the same effect as it was when I first had it in my system. Because I remember the first time I went, I was just like, I just want to relax. I just want to go to sleep. I just want to lay down. She was like, you're supposed to feel like that. This time, I kind of was like intense. Like I was cool. Like I wasn't like kicking out the seat or nothing like that. So I guess it did relax me, but I still wasn't like sleep. Like I wasn't really drowsy like I was supposed to be. But it still did do something. Um, it's good to get catered to when you have a surgery. Like let whoever relatives, mom, dad, boyfriend, husband, cousin, whoever, let them take care of you, cater to you, cook for you, clean up for you, relax. You had a procedure, kick your feet up, chill, watch TV, eat good food. Nothing to upset your stomach. They also did give me heating pads also. So as soon as the procedure was over, I had heating pads. They had it on my stomach, and then I had two more when I came home. So for the rest of the day, I had the heating pad on my stomach. That was another thing also. And yeah, I think that was it. I don't have no problem like sharing my story, so that's why I'm even bold enough to even speak about it and do this because I like to be an inspiration to people, and I don't have no problem telling what I done been through. I think it's like a therapy to me and like makes me who I am. It makes me stronger to like let stuff out. And some's telling me that, people, somebody that need to see this gonna come across the video and it might relax them and calm them down. And also a video for women to go get checked, get your uterus checked, get your blood work, get your ovaries checked and make sure everything's okay. If you're looking to be a mother, a hysteroscopy is a benefit. I looked, it's a 64% chance higher than women that don't. I seen reviews of people that got pregnant after 4 months after, real soon after, so because you gotta think about it as like if when people have miscarriages, people have abortions, like everything like that, or if they have a baby, you kind of be open. That's why you're so fertile, like after a pregnancy. So after I heal, if it's possible and if it's God's will, I will be having a child. So, thanks for watching. I hope that this was informational to somebody. And if you're not scared of needles, you ain't got nothing to worry about. This gonna be a breeze. Thank you. Bye bye.